Thank you for using GTL.
Hello,
What's up, bro?
how you doing, sir? I just like to invite the listeners to hear our partner on the air right now, Mr. Keith Harbin. He's talking to us live from uh, Michigan Department of Corrections. He's in the middle of doing he's been down for 31 years due to
You there,
gun.
bro?
Can you hear me?
No, I can't even hear you.
He can't hear me. He can't hear me.
I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you gotta. If you could talk up a little bit more, it'd be good.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you good now.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
only
go.
a 10-minute call, bro. I couldn't
Okay.
get through on the other calls earlier
Okay.
and shit.
Don't
You was
worry
just
about
calling
it.
up.
Don't worry about it. So listen, we letting the public know who you are. He's known as Fahim today, formerly as Keith Harbin. He's been incarcerated for the past 31 years due to gun violence, and we just want you to give your intake. If you had a chance to speak to some young boys that's out here committing crimes with guns, gang banging, and drug dealing, if you had some righteous words that you want to say to them, if you want to say anything to the city of Holland, this is a chance for you to let that out right now. We can hear you very loudly, very clearly. Go ahead, young man.
Okay, yeah. Cool. I got a couple messages. I got a message to all the little brothers out there, man, walking in my footsteps. And you can check on me, man. It wasn't no worse than I was out there, man. When it came to dropping stuff and banging and all that stuff. And I've been in here 35 years. 35 years I done been to segregation. I done did like 25 in level 5. I done did 12 years of segregation. And I'll tell you this, all the guys I was repping, all the guys I was shooting for, all the guys I was fighting for, doing all this stuff for, it's only two people, man, that's in my life, man, that I was doing that stuff for. And we all done changed our life. And one of them is Michael Wilder. Um, I'm so proud of this brother, man. We came from it, and he rose above it, and I'm trying to do the same. So all you brothers out there who getting glorified for carrying guns and shooting people, and on the streets they look at you like you somebody. I'm gonna tell you something, man. We glorify the wrong stuff, and I'm telling you, I ain't somebody who stopped doing what I'm doing. I still am what I am, but I'm tell you this. It ain't about what y'all doing out there. It's about being better, doing better. You got one life to live, bro, and this ain't what you want to do. You know, we
Absolutely.
out there, we be on the streets trying to make that money. But I know millionaires, like right next to me, and they
See,
give up every dime to get freedom. So what's the point in out there hitting them blocks, getting that money, taking penitentiary chances, and when you come to penitentiary, you give every dime up to get out. There's plenty of
absolutely.
ways to get money, bro. So that's my advice, man. Get it a different way. And the banging stuff, bro. Come on, represent yourself, represent your family, represent your community. It ain't about banging.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's very
And
powerful.
and and if I may, man, I need to speak to the Grand Haven, Holland, that community. Y'all met me at my worst. Y'all met somebody who was desperate, who committed a desperate act. And I want to apologize to the whole Grand Haven community, the police department. The police department is everywhere because when they lose somebody, it's like a loss. And it's I learned a lot about the fraternity of police officers. And they got a hard job. They got a hard job. And what I did, I regret it every day of my life, man. My actions that caused the death of Mr. Flahad. And I want to apologize to everybody out there, man, that was affected by my actions. But 35 years later, I'm a different man. I'm a different person. So
That you are,
my sincere
absolutely.
apologize.
Absolutely, and praise God, and we thankful to hear your voice to say that. And it's gonna be a lot of young men out here who live in that life that's gonna hear your voice and hear this message and trust and believe it's gonna touch the souls out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We doing community service from inside the Department of Corrections. It's never been done the way we doing it, and hopefully this won't be our last chance, and you'll be able to come back on the show and give more of your advice and try to keep the young people inside sharp and the young people outside sharp with that wisdom that you got.
For sure, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, my friend. And just sit tight, and we got another brother here.
Speak up one more time, bro. I couldn't hear that last part. You know, we got a lot going over here.
I was just saying thank you to you, bro. Thank you, you know what I'm saying, for speaking your mind. And there's a lot of young people that's going to hear your message, and the people of Grand Haven are going to hear your message. And just sit tight. Don't hang up just until your time run out. We got another brother here, Mr. Doug Parker. Doug, you probably remember Keith.
I remember him.
Yeah.
His brother Paul. I remember him. My uncle Earl Cox. You know who Earl is? That's my uncle.
Oh, yeah, that's my dude.
Yeah, I'm his nephew.
Earl.
I'm his nephew. I'm Doug Parker. I'm one of his nephews.
Okay.
Yeah.
See that?
That's what's up.
See that?
Yeah.
You understand? And you just breathed some wisdom unto him. He hearing your voice for the first time in this many years. He know who you are, and he appreciate hearing you too. Doug.
Yeah.
You know, how old are you, Doug?
I'm 41 years old today.
Today, 41 years old, and he's here to share some of his wisdom about street violence, gun violence. Oh, okay, yeah. And so, how has gun violence affected your family, Doug?
Well, gun violence definitely affected my family. I just come home from prison. I've been home 10 months. I went to prison on the act with a gun and some drugs and stuff like that. And basically, me having a gun on me because I was willing to commit a crime with the gun, and it took me away from my family. And
this call is from a federal prison. You will not be charged for this call. This call is from
Melvin Ward.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block, you may begin speaking now.
Hello.
Hey, bro. I'm live.
What's up, bro?
I'm live on the air on my podcast. You live on the air on the podcast. Keith Harbin just got off the line. Hey, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
Man, you know, everything is all right, man. I'm doing okay, you know.
Hey, when it comes
just taking it a day at a time.
When it comes to drug dealing, man, what would you tell the young people out here if they had an opportunity, if you had an opportunity to do things different?
And what I would say is that, you know, you never know the heartache and pain that you causing someone until you get locked up, you know. Yeah, selling drugs not only hurt the people that's in the community, but it also hurt the people in your family. You know? We don't see the pain that it caused when we out there thinking about all the glitz and glamour of the lifestyle.
That's right. That's right.
And if it was up to me, you know, I wish I had a chance to have someone to be in my quarter to show me and give me a better understanding of how life could turn out to be, you know.
That's right.
I wouldn't want to risk this on nobody.
That's what's up, man. You just called it the perfect time, man. It's a blessing. You got a set of triplets. You got children. Anything you like to say to your children out there?
Oh, well, you know, I talk to my children as much as possible, but, you know, talking to them and being there is two different things. So I just want to tell my kids that I love them. You know, I'm sorry that I put them through the situation and about me not being there for them and stuff, you know.
Dope, man.
And hopefully when I get out of here, you know, I'll be able to make a difference in my life and theirs and just be a better father and, you know, uncle and everything to everybody else, you know. Just try to be.
Doug, this is Melly Mill. You remember Melly Mill from COVID?
I definitely do. He definitely remember me too if I told him who I was. I know he remembered me too.
That's Doug Parker, Melly Mill.
Oh, okay. You know, tell him I say hi.
That's what's up. We live on the air doing this podcast. You called at the exact right moment. That's beautiful. I didn't even think I would catch both of my guys at the same time coming from the Department of Corrections. You feel me? So me and Doug holding it down right here in the studio. You can sit tight if you want to and just listen to the rest of the pod, okay?
Okay, for sure.
Doug, back to you, Doug. How do you feel like gun violence affected your life?
Gun violence affected my life because it took me away from my children. So with that being said, them growing up not having a father and actually seeing that the mom can't really take care of a boy the way she need to when they're not there. So when you come home and you try to put your rules out to kids, a lot of times they're rejective to what you're saying because they ain't used to you being around. Even if it's your own kid, they kind of stubborn. So it's like it's like you basically basically retraining a infant over again. Even if they're 6 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old, you got to basically weave yourself back into their life. So it definitely affected me. And then sometimes I'll sit back and actually watch my kids and be like, dang, they got big. Like, but this is what I made. But they actually good kids. But at the same time, you still have to weave yourself back into their life because they're not used to you talking to them. So it affected me, and it affected a lot of more family members because people follow acts. I got a nephew that's in prison, and he's in there because he was following footsteps. And by him following footsteps, he watching what his uncle do. It went into him. My actions went inside of his body, and he actually took it a little bit further than what I took it. And he's actually a little bit more hot-headed than me too. So by me talking on this podcast here today, I'm trying to let people know that you're not just only hurting yourself when you're doing these crimes and stuff out here with these guns. You actually hurting the community because young people try to be like the next person that they see, but they actually take it way further than you would take it because they're way younger than you and their mind frames is way worse. So the violence is going to get worse and worse as the months and days go. So we here to try to stop all that and try to put some positivity out there for people so they can become better and the community can get a little bit better out here.
Absolutely, because people look at us, they look up to us. As, you know what I'm saying? They in our culture we glorify violence. We think it's cool to have guns and shoot guns. The music tells us that it's okay to shoot guns. The movies tell us it's okay to shoot guns. But nobody tells the other side of that story. And that's what we want to bring to the table. We want to let the youth of today know the other side to the story. That gun violence will take you off the streets. It'll take you away from your family. People will die while you're in prison. You won't be able to go to their funerals. Not to mention the deaths that you may cause shooting people and somebody die. You causing a mother's pain. We want to bring all that to the forefront here on this show. And this won't be our last time doing this. We're gonna bring it to the table every week, you know what I'm saying, and just try to bring this gun violence down in our community, you know what I'm saying. Do you think there's anything that you would be able to do with me to help me bring gun violence down in our community? What ideas would you have to bring to me and say, Mike, let's do this?
Basically, by me talking on here with you and being a role model to the streets, already known, pretty known fella, keep my swagger up. People know me. They know me for being that drug dealer and that person that hold that gun. So if I keep the positivity up and put this out here and talk and let them know how bad they hurting their family, I'm pretty sure they'll follow that too.
Yes, right.
If they see what I'm doing, they'll follow suit.
And they don't even know how talented you are. You are a talented artist. A lot of people don't know that. They know the drug dealer part, but they don't know the talented artist part, that you're a singer, songwriter. How about blessing us with a little bit of something that, you know, say you can show the youth that they can do. They might be talented too and don't know it. So if you wasn't getting in trouble, let's give us a brief synopsis of some of that juice that you got that should have been out here on these streets and still may come.
Well, like he said, like Michael Wilder said, yeah, I make music. I'm very talented. I could have been probably further than where I am. It's not over yet. I still got a chance. I'm 41 years old today, and I ain't got a problem letting y'all hear a little bit of something.
This call is from a federal prison.
So I got a little song that I made up when I was kind of like making money out there in the streets. It's called Bag on Me, and I'm going to give y'all a little snippet of it. Got the bag on me. Shorty show me how you work that ass, hey. But I keep them bands on me. Shorty show me how you throw it back, hey.
Shawty's a tipper, shawty be dripping out. I got the bag on me, shawty show me how you work that ass, ayy. But I keep them bands on me, shawty show me how you throw it back, ayy. Say shawty's a tipper, shawty be dripping out. I keep them bands on me, shawty show me how you work that ass, ayy. I got bands on bands on bands, I don't even need no hands. Them blue strips is my mans. Baby girl, keep doing your dance. When you hear this song come on, keep dancing all night long. I'm off Dolce and Patron. You getting geeked up off this song. Say shawty's a tipper, shawty be dripping out. A little
Hey,
something.
come on now. Come on now. Hey, that's what we want to bring to the forefront with this program, man. We want to let these youngsters know, because right now the cemetery and the prisons is filled with our treasures. It's filled with our talents. Young men can sing, they get killed, they take that singing to the grave with them. Young men that can sing and play ball get convicted of life in prison, they take that talent with them. I saw so many Michael Jordans in prison. I seen so many R. Kellys in prison. So much talent living and singing. So, you know what I'm saying, we want to try to slow that down and bring our people back and let them bring them talents and get paid and live fruitful lives for the talents that God has given us, you know, instead of taking it to the grave and taking it to the prisons, you know what I'm saying? We just had Melly Mel, we just had Keith Harbin on here before you. And so it's a very powerful day. It's overwhelming for me. My sensories is overloaded right now with everything that I dreamed of. I dreamed of doing this podcast. Hey, Melly Mel, how long I've been telling you I'm going to have you on the radio with me?
You've been telling me this for a long time now.
And here it is that happened. Just you weren't even expecting it. I didn't even think I was gonna catch you at this time. I got 2 for 1. I'm really praising God right now. You know what I'm saying? My man Doug on here. You know what I'm saying? Just coming home from prison himself. Also, I want to be a bridge for all my people that's coming home from prison. A bridge back into society. When I was a drug dealer, I used to front nigga an ounce of coke, front a person an ounce of coke, an ounce of. You know what I'm saying? If I like you, let's get some money. You know what I'm saying? But now, the person I am today, I'm going to front you an ounce of life. I'm going to front you an ounce of game. And if you take that life and that game that I'm giving you, you will never go back to prison. Word. So that's why I'm doing this. That's why we doing this work. And you just gave them, Melly Mel, you just gave them an ounce of life too, baby. You just gave them an ounce of game from inside there. We doing community service from inside the joint right now, okay? Come on, let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, for sure.
Doug, would you like to say anything to your family, to your mother, to your children, to your wife? Anything?
Man, I would like to say I appreciate all y'all, my family members backing me up, being here with me in my corner, making sure that me being on the streets out here that I don't have to go back to drug dealing. I got a family that loves me, making sure that I got everything I needed when I came home, from soap, shoes, clothes, drawers, everything that you can name, I had it. I was blessed to come home and get a job for a while, save up some money, got me a couple nice vehicles. I love cars. I love my cars.
He got some nice cars, Snake. Hey, Snake, Melly Mel, he loved cars too, if you remember. Yeah. He always drove Cadillacs and, you know what I'm saying, big things. I like to say thank you to my wife, Dominique Wilder. I love you very much. It wouldn't be no Michael Wilder if it wasn't for my wife. I'd still been in the streets. I'd probably be dead on the joint today. She was the first person to tell me, I like you, but I don't like drug dealers. And that changed my life. You know what I'm saying? I knew I couldn't get her little house raided. Every house I ever lived in got raided. So I knew I couldn't get this little mama house raided. She eventually became my wife. We got 2 beautiful daughters together, Diamond and Micaiah. And, you know, I'm very blessed to be alive and free. And I just want to do something with my life and my freedom. I don't want to just be alive, you know what I'm saying? I want to live, you know what I'm saying? And so all my homies that's down, you know what I'm saying? I tell people every day, any problem that I have as a free man is a problem worth having. You know what I'm saying? If I have a car accident today, tear out one of my nice cars, I'm going to be upset. But I got homeboys that doing life in prison that wish they could have a car accident. If I get my lights cut off today, I'm going to be like, whoa, my kid's in the dark, my lights is off. I got homies that doing natural life that wish they could have that problem. They'll tell me, you come in here and do this life, and let me go out there and deal with them lights off. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So any problem that I have as a free man is a problem worth having. And I want to preach that to all my young people and all my black men, you know, because guess what? It's more black men that have never been to prison in America than who have. You understand? And I think that's a statistic that people need to pay attention to. It's people from New York, from the Bronx, it's people from Chicago, South Side, it's people from Watts, California, it's people from Miami that grew up in the slums with the drugs, and yet they never went to prison. So we need to pick their brains and find out, how did you never go to prison? From Chicago, South Side, you GD? No. You from the South Side of Chicago, you not GD? How'd you do that? Well, it might be something as simple as, my mom wouldn't let me come outside when I was little. You never know.
Right.
But I want to pick the brains of men black men who have never been to prison, because right now they got us thinking that because we black, more than likely we gonna go to prison. More than likely we gonna go to jail for something. But that's not really true.
Right.
That's just an ideology that we put into it and we feed off into it. And then you add poverty onto that, and there we got drug dealers and gang members. But if we was affluent, we wouldn't even
This
been
call
making
is
those
from a federal
decisions,
prison.
you know. So, you know, I just want to lift us up as a people, as a city. I want Kalamazoo to be on the map as the first to start community service from inside the joints. All my ex-felons coming home, remember, you know what I'm saying, don't let them put that tag on you and tell you you can't work and you can't get a job. We're going to be entrepreneurs. We're going to build from the ground up, and we're going to all survive out here in these streets, and we're going to make it, you know.
Yeah, most definitely. I got a little something to add to it. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to open up my own business. That's right. And I need a lot of people to try to support me on this. I need help. I'm trying to start a mobile grooming service. People don't know about mobile grooming service. It's me trying to get an RV to start washing dogs, clipping their nails. But I'm going to do it from an RV, and it takes a little bit to do it, but it can be done. And I'm very good with animals. I've been doing it for a long time now. Michael Wilder, he can tell you the things he's seen me do with animals, amazing things. But I want to start a mobile grooming service. I want to come straight to your home and do your dogs right there on the spot.
What's the name of your grooming service?
It's Fur Fresh.
Fur Fresh.
Fur Fresh by Douglas.
I know that. That sounds dope.
He's
the first. What'd you say, Melly? You got something to say?
Yeah. I just want to say that, you know, this phone about to hang up, and I just want to congratulate you on the things that you're doing out there in the community, you know, and I hope everybody that's listening to this podcast.
That's what's up. Hey, man, this is powerful, man. Doug's grooming. He the first person I ever seen ride around with his puppy in the car in the back seat with a bowl of water and food, and the water don't spill and the food don't spill and the dog don't make a mess. And I watched that puppy grow up to a big dog that loved riding in cars and and doing his thing. And that's not the only time I've seen it, Doug. You awesome with them dogs. So I do think the community definitely need
This Charlie?
Service. Hey, I think your grooming service, I'm looking forward to seeing it, because it's going to be dope. And we can check with some peoples and some entities that maybe want to get behind you on that. Yeah. You might need some certain type of licenses and stuff to groom the dogs and everything in the mobile as opposed to in a stationary kennel. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, we're going to figure it out, man. We're going to get it done, man. We entrepreneurs. That's what we going for.
For sure. I appreciate it. Appreciate everything you do for me.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say to my people out there that's listening, we can do anything. I own my own gospel magazine company. He runs Gospel Magazine. Shout out to my magazine. And I just want people to believe in themselves. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do? We, as a people, we quick to take negative chances, but we won't take positive chances. You know what I'm saying? We'll take a negative chance, sell drugs, steal cars, break in houses, do things that send us to prison. But we won't fill out a job application. Worst thing that happen, you don't get it. But what if you do get it? It could change your life.
Most definitely.
But we won't take that chance. You know what I'm saying? I tell young people that's out here shooting, let me move you to a different state. My program would take a known shooter. If you got to carry a gun every day because you got oppositions out here and y'all been shooting at each other, I will move you to a different state, pay your first month rent deposit. You don't know nobody. You can start your life over. You'll be surprised how many of these young people tell me no. They don't want to do that because they don't know nobody.
And they too comfortable being here.
But then you're going to stay here and get caught with a gun and get 10 years in prison. They're going to put you somewhere where you don't know nobody. Why you ain't let me move you? You know what I'm saying? You don't let me move you. You're going to stay here in the madness. You're either going to get killed or you're going to kill somebody and go to prison. Whereas I could have just moved you to a different state and you can start your life over. Nobody know you. You don't got to carry a gun. You don't got to do none of that.
Portray no image.
So if anybody hearing this message, y'all want to get with Michael Wilder, Peace During War, my partner, Yafincio Harris, I love you, bro. And we making moves out here. He in Kentucky right now, making moves out there. You know what I'm saying? We not just in Michigan. We all around. Peace During War, we getting it done. So, you know what I'm saying? GVI, Group Violence Intervention, Miss Charlay, my partners, all my team. Let's keep doing this work out here. We work with gangs and we get guns off the streets and we get them back in school. We get them jobs. That's what Michael Wilder is known for here in Kalamazoo. But I want to be known for more than that. I want to just be a bridge. The word Pope, in the biblical sense, the word Pope, it translates in English to the word bridge. The Pope is a bridge. He's supposed to be a bridge from God in heaven to earth. He's the bridge. I want to be the bridge from the penitentiary to back into society, back into our culture, so our people can know that just because they made a mistake and went paid their price in prison, when they come home, they can rebuild their life. They can be somebody. I've been to prison 3 times. You know, I got 7 felonies. But I also, when I came home the last time, I went to college, KVCC. I graduated, got my degree. You know what I'm saying? And I started this program that I'm doing, and I haven't looked back since. Once I graduated from college, I felt invincible. You know, I felt like, wow, did I just do that? After 3 trips to prison, 7 felonies? Did I just graduate from college at 41 years old? You know what I'm saying? So I know that everything is possible. We can get things done. We just need the right encouragement. You know, we got to encourage each other. Iron sharpens iron. No other culture gonna look out for our culture. We, as a culture, we got to learn how to live ourselves. It takes a village to raise a community. They say it takes a village to raise a child. I like to say it takes a village to raise a community. We all got to come together and work together in this field and try to save our city from gun violence.
Yep. And I talked to a lady this morning as I was getting my hair sharpened up. She said, I was talking about my son playing basketball for the school that he's going to. He's not around in the neighborhood, but he's kind of a little bit out. I moved. And she was like, your son's doing good because he's in a part of a village. And it's basically the same thing you saying. She said he's in a village.
That's
around
right.
here, this ain't no village.
That's
Everybody
right.
against each other.
That's right.
Your aunties against your mama.
That's right.
Your mama talking about her nieces and nephews, and it's like a competition. And it's been like that. So basically, we was born to go against each other.
Yeah.
We was born as babies all the way up to grown-ups to go against each other. So that's basically what we living in. So basically, in the neighborhood where it's like people don't have that much, where it's low poverty at, that's what's all going on around there, and that's mostly what you're going to see because that is the cult that's going on around there. But once you get outside of that, like Michael Wilder's saying, and you go outside of that, you'll see a difference. It's a village because everybody's together outside. But we need to bring the neighborhood, the low poverty neighborhoods together as a village. Yeah. Everybody start working together. And you'll be surprised what we going to get. I think we get further than people that's in the higher up communities. Promise.
You know, that divide comes from, you know, I like to believe my own personal opinion is in slavery, when we had slavery, when you had the field niggas and the house niggas. And have you ever seen the what's that movie, Django? Yeah. Django Unchained. Remember when they had the 2 guys in there fighting to the death? Yeah. That was a sport that they created back then. Now, those 2 men didn't know each other from Adam, but they brought from different tribes, from different plantations to this house to fight to the death. One of them got to die or they're going to kill both of them. And they didn't know each other. Right. So when other villagers heard about that, they knew that if they get picked, they got to go somewhere and kill a person that they don't even know, or that person going to kill them. And they did that for 400 years. And then they set us free. And they wonder why we can kill one another and blow guns at each other, because that's still in us. It's in us. It was bred in us from slavery to be able to kill one another, to look at the house nigga and know that he feel like he better than us because he's sleeping up in a real bed and eating food in the house with the white people, and we in the slave in the trunks back there in the backyard with the cows and the animals and the pigs. For 400 years we lived that way, and then they set us free. So there's an explanation behind this violence, poverty, and slavery, but we working on it, and we planning on changing that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break that monotony. We're gonna break that chain of divide and poverty. That's what's making us act this way, you know? So we gotta bring some money to our community, some real jobs that pay real money and help us feel better about ourselves, and we can do things and get things done. So, you know, we got to lead by example, brothers like yourself and myself and everybody that we're going to have on this show. You know what I'm saying? We want everybody to bring some positive energy and their own ideas of what, you know, I don't feel like I got all the ideas. I need all the ideas from all my people. Your idea could be better than my idea, and I don't even know it. And the right person hear your idea, boom, there you go. You take off and go fix whatever you can do in your community on your side. Right. We all individuals. We all got our own plans and our own talents and treasures.
You know it. Yeah. So basically, let's clean it up. Let's clean the neighborhood up. Let's stop all this gun violence. Like I said, I've been impacted by it. My family members, friends dying. A lot of guys coming home from prison. A lot of them getting back into the same violence, same thing. Some guys coming home that I talked to, coming home killing people. Mm-hmm. They really wasn't ready to change. Maybe the prison system taught them to be just a violent person, or maybe they just told themselves that they can't make it out here in the streets, because some people is not powerful enough to think that they could even make it out here in the streets, so they go ahead and commit a crime so they can go back home. Prison is their home, and it's sad to say that's what they think.
And I also would like to apologize to the family of the victim that was involved in my homicide situation, where a young man lost his life on my birthday. It don't matter about the facts and the politics of the situation, the whys and the who's all involved. I just want to say that I do this work so that young man didn't die in vain, and I wear that in my soul for the rest of my life. It happened on my 33rd birthday. I am 52 years old right now, and I just do this work to make sure that our young people don't continue in the same violence. A lot of people felt like I won in my situation because someone died on the other side. But I like everyone to know that nobody won in our situation. We all lost out there, and we will continue to lose out there as long as we keep that mentality of shooting guns make us tough and killing people and this or that. You know what I'm saying? We got to get rid of that whole ideology and try to do better, uplift each other and sharpen each other. You know, they used to say the crabs in the barrel mentality. Crabs pull each other down. They try to get up, they pull each other down. But a lot of people don't know that in 2008, the scientists realized something. The crabs in the barrel, they wasn't pulling each other down. When the crab climbs up, there's a little thing up under the crab, and the crab under him clamps his clamp into the little slot on the bottom of the next crab. So they make a line, they make a ladder, and they climb each other out of the bucket. They wasn't pulling each other down. We thought that they were pulling each other down. All these years, the crab in the barrel mentality meant you pulling each other down. But do your research on it. The crab in the barrel was wrong. The crabs are actually helping each other out of the barrel. Their bodies is made to where they can clamp onto each other and make a ladder and climb out of the barrel. Do your research on that. It's really dope.
In a sense, that's pretty straight.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause they was like holding hands.
Yeah, they was holding hands, you know what I'm saying? Clamping on and pulling each other up. But we didn't know that, so we always like, you got the crab in the barrel mentality. You pull each other down. Ain't no pulling each other down. We pulling each other up. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make a logo of a person with a big old arm, some crabs. Yeah. At the one at the top, he got big muscles, and he reaching down, grabbing the other crabs, bringing them up out the barrel. You know what I'm saying? I want people to understand, you know what I'm saying, the crab in the barrel mentality was wrong.
Right.
You know, so Yeah, this is what we doing. I'm Michael Wilder. Peace Doing War. We just want to stand firm. GVI, Group Violence Intervention for the city of Kalamazoo. We just want to stand firm and help our people make better decisions with life. I had two people doing many years incarcerated on the show today, and it's just a blessing to hear their voice and hear them apologize and hear them talk positive into our community, even though they condemn men that's not coming home for very long periods of time. One of them is never coming home, and I was just blessed to be able to have them on the show today, and them to be able to speak life out here in the free world. I think that's really powerful, and I want to make it a more than normal thing. I want guys from prison to be able to call out and be on the show and speak some words of wisdom into the community at a time when they're at their lowest point in life. Nothing feels lower than being in prison.
Right.
You know, for they to be able to call and exude some positivity into our city from there, I don't know, maybe we might be on to something. I hope the mayor and the governor hear this podcast and say, I like what they doing. Let's tap them on the shoulder. We want more of that.
Exactly. Because believe it or not, by us talking to them on this podcast, they got light. They feel good.
Oh, yeah, right now.
Right now, they talking to their friends.
Yeah.
I was just on a podcast.
Yeah.
They heard me. Everybody heard my story. I'm locked up. But guess what? I hope the world can hear me on what I got to say. And they feel good about that.
Keith was able to apologize to the officer family that he killed. He killed a police officer. And he was able to, he just apologized to that family. He just apologized to the city of Holland, Michigan. He never had a chance to do that publicly. He'd been in prison for 31 years. 31
That's a long
years.
time.
Yeah. His mother just died 6 months ago. She always thought she was going to live long enough to see him be free, you know? Mm-hmm. And so he, you know, it's a sad thing, but I'm trying to lift him up, lift his spirits up and let him know that he's still worth something. His voice still worth something, and I think that's what he's feeling right now as he talking to his homeboys back in the joint. Like, man, I just was on the radio, you know what I'm saying? Man, I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight, man, behind this.
Right. It definitely feel good just to be on here to talk and express myself, and I hope a lot of people see me and follow my footsteps, because I know that I'm a role model to a lot of people. I've been like that for years.
That's right.
I'm a role model to grown-ups and kids.
That's right.
So
that's right.
By y'all seeing me doing what I'm doing on here, talking positive about what's going on here, I'm not doing nothing illegal.
Nothing illegal.
Nothing. Everybody know it. I'm not doing nothing illegal. You talk about something illegal, I don't want to talk to you about that. We can talk about this, but we ain't talking about that.
I know that's right.
And this is what it is. And anything I got, I didn't get it from drugs. Everything I got it from the higher up, the higher power of me being strong and creating a better way.
Hey, my homeboy Darnell in the background listening to us. He'll be on our show soon, and he just coming home also. And I just hope he can hear this and see this and know that this is what we building. This ain't no dream, baby. We here. You home. Welcome home. And I'll see you later when I get done with this show. And you know, I be taking care of Malik. You know what I'm saying? He called me every day. You know what I'm saying? I send him money every day.
Caller.
They always that person right there. I could have accepted that one. That's another one. That's your nephew, Maurice.
Oh, little Maurice, he in there facing.
He told me
some stuff right now. It's heavy.
He wanted me to tell you. You know, I just talked to him right before I came in here. You know, I told him me and you was going to be on this podcast. He called me right now. I should have took it.
He might call back.
But we'd had a third person from it. That's how my phone ring all day. I got all my people incarcerated.
It's a blessing that they can call you.
That's right.
That you set them for calls. You put money on there just for them.
That's right. I'm that bridge. I told you I'm that bridge, man. You know what I'm saying?
And by you being that bridge, the bridge going to get bigger. Like the Mackinac Bridge, that's a long bridge, ain't it?
Yeah, long bridge.
Well, we can build one bigger than the Mackinac.
That's right. And direct our people the right way. When he come home, we have something established for him so he won't have to come home to that same energy. We got to show our young people that we better than that. They look up to us for being drug dealers and gangbangers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we've been blessed to live long enough to outthink that ideology, that mentality, and become better men. You know what I'm saying? My street name was Too Short. I'm no longer Too Short. I'm Michael Wilder. Right. But I will always be Too Short to all my gangsters and all my homies, and I accept that. Right. And I like to be the light to lead them out of the darkness. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't better than them. I sold drugs for 20 years. I've been in prison 3 times for selling drugs. I am a drug dealer. That's who I am. You know what I'm saying? But God blessed me with the opportunity to do better. If you know better, you'll do better. And so I've been taking that advantage and taking that advice from the Lord. He leads me. I couldn't achieve nothing that I've done without the power of Christ. And so I try to exude that without being a preacher. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a pastor. I'm a gangster. You know what I'm saying? But I like to lead by example. So if they watching me and looking up to me for being Too Short, then they should be still watching me as Michael Wilder and watch what I've done. And if Too Short can change into Michael Wilder, then they can change from whoever they are to the person that God wants them to be. And that's the whole point of this.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I've been watching you since I was a youngin', all the way up from Culver, Michigan. A lot of y'all probably don't know what Culver is. It's small. But it's the CVT.
CVT.
Country boys. But I've been knowing Michael Wilder since I was a kid. I watched him do all type of stuff. And he is one of the reasons why I probably became who the hell I am today. Because I watched what he was doing, pulling out the loads of money, doing all the nice things coming around, riding nice cars. And like I said, you follow what you see. Mm-hmm. But I'm following what I'm seeing right now. Mm-hmm. And you see me on the podcast with him right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, I used to be the drug dealer. Mm-hmm. Oh, I ain't no drug dealer right now because I follow suit. Mm-hmm. Everybody out there that's hearing us right now on air, follow suit.
That's right.
Your life will get way better. And you might not see the same money that you wanted to see when you were selling the drugs right off the top, but you're going to see millions doing this right here.
If you want out the streets, give Michael Wilder a call, 269-370-8032. Give me a call, all my youngest, grown people, young people. If y'all want out the streets, give me a call and let me know your situation. If I can't help you, I'm going to point you in the direction of somebody that can. There's no way, there's no no's. We don't tell no, we don't turn nobody away. It ain't too late for nobody. Let's all work together and get our lives together.
Yes. That's all appreciated. I appreciate you. When I came home, you came straight to me, came straight to my house. It was surprising. It was real surprising.
No doubt, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like to be a light in people's darkness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm blessed to be alive and I'm blessed to be free. You know, a lot of people, when they wake up in the morning, they say, "Thank you, God. I woke up to see another day." People like us, we have to say, "Thank you, God. I'm blessed to wake up and see another day free." It's a difference.
Real.
You understand? If they ain't never been to prison, then they won't understand. We wake up happy to be alive, but we wake up happy to be alive and free.
I just told somebody the other day, I was talking to him, I said, "I'm happy." They said, "What you happy about, Fresh?" That's what they call me. They call me Fresh. I say, "I'm happy, I'm free. I can see the world right now." I said, "I'm just sitting in my car right here in this parking lot. I feel good."
That's right.
They said, "What you feel good for?" I said, "I'm happy. I just dodged a bad like a bad." And I said, me being the felon that I am, I'm happy. I'm free.
Happy, baby.
I'm free. I'm happy.
Unknown caller.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's overwhelming, man. You know, I look back on my life and to be able to know that, you know, I sold drugs the way I did, and you know, I didn't think anything was wrong with it. If I didn't do it, the next guy was gonna do it. If they didn't give me the money, they was gonna give it to the next person. But as I got older, God let me know that when you sell drugs to people, you're hurting them. You're taking advantage of a sick person. The person on crack, their brain is not functioning correctly. They wouldn't be doing that if they wasn't on crack. So if you taking advantage of people when you sell them harsh drugs like heroin and crack and stuff like that. So, you know, I just want to make that known to my people and make them understand that there's different ways to make money. You know what I'm saying? An old man told me, if you sell drugs for 5 years and then go to prison for 10 years, if you break the money down that you made during the 5 years, divided into the 10 years, it'd be like minimum wage. You could have just got a job. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no money worth losing your life, losing your freedom.
Sure ain't. That's what I was thinking when I was in there. I say, oh, they called me this, they called me that. I was the street king or whatever they wanted to call me, however they was looking at me, however the females looked at me. Nobody judged me no type of way when I was in prison. None of them females that I was dealing with out here, none of them reached out to me. None of them gave me $1.
See?
And I had all that money when I was out here in the streets.
Yeah.
Doing this, doing that, stunting, splurging, whatever you want to call it. But I promise you, when I was behind bars, nobody wasn't there for me but that one.
You know what my wife told me? She said, when you kill somebody, the person that dies, every year they'll get a memorial. People will let balloons go and say, my loved one got killed on this date 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. But when you kill somebody and go to prison for murder, don't nobody talk about you. The person that's dead will get remembered. The person that's in prison will get forgotten.
They're definitely going to lose you in the system.
You'll be alive, but you'll be forgotten. The person that's dead will give him a memorial every year. They're going to talk about him. They're going to wear T-shirts with his face on it. They're going to talk about him. But you got life in prison, you're going to be alive, and everybody going to forget about you. You're going to be gone. I said, wow, that was dope coming from my wife. You know what I'm saying? That's a true fact. Y'all playing with these guns. It's a deadly game out here with these guns. You know?
Definitely.
You kill somebody and go to prison, you will be forgotten about by your family and friends. You know?
Definitely.
You better know it.
And a woman can tell you that she going to wait.
Ah.
Yeah, right. She got a life too.
That's right. She ain't in prison. You in prison. You know? We like to say butt naked got your girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That man named Butt Naked got your girl out there.
But she ain't finna sit around and be lonely.
That's right.
And you can't blame her for
That's
being
right.
there. And like I said, if I would have been doing a heavier stress than I was, I can't be mad at what a woman chooses to do, because guess what? I put myself here, and they out there raising the kids and doing what they got to do. Hey, you just pray that whoever around her taking care of her and her kids.
Don't be in there sucker stroking. We call that sucker stroking. Don't be sucker stroking. She ain't in prison. You in prison.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
You chose to pick the gun up and be tough.
Yeah.
And want to kill somebody or shoot or however you want to do it. Slide for your man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
do
about
that time then?
How about that sliding? I tell the youngsters, I say, y'all sliding, y'all 3, 4, y'all in the car riding around shooting. Y'all might kill somebody and get away with it. The police don't catch y'all. But 17 years later, your homeboy turns out to be a woman beater. You know what I'm saying? He looking at it 2 to 5 for beating on his wife. He hit him with, I got information on an old murder 17 years ago. I need immunity.
You're done.
They gonna give it to him, and they gonna come knock on your door 17 years later.
And you're done.
And you're done. You know, statute of limitations on murder. So I want all my, you know, we have a tendency to commit crimes, but we don't even know the law. You know what I'm saying? At least learn the law. Learn what you're doing. Know your craft inside and out.
You're right.
Cause it's too late to learn it when you're standing in front of the judge.
And it's hard to, and you don't know what you learning sometimes when you in there, because you got to get to the law library in there. You got to learn how to get to there, and you got to talk to some people that know something in there, because sometimes them guys be bothered by people coming to them that don't know nothing.
And then when the judge sentences you, it ain't like he gonna let you go over there and hug your mama who's standing there with tears in her eyes crying when that judge sends you to 30 years. They ain't gonna let you hug your mama. They're gonna sentence you, cuff you, and march you right on out that courtroom. You're gonna be looking back, looking at your mama crying. So if I'm telling you that now, why not listen to me now? Don't wait until the judge got you. I'm trying to catch y'all babies before the judge gets you. I got judges right now giving me boys. Mr. Wilder, try to talk to this young man before I have to sentence him to a long prison sentence. Yeah, I got doctors calling me from the hospital. Mr. Wilder, I have a gunshot victim here. Would you come up here and speak with him? He seems to be very angry. Yeah, because they land there full of revenge. And I go in there and tell them, hey, people get shot one time and be dead. Here you are shot twice and you alive. You better not take what God has given you and go out there and kill who shot you and throw this life away that God has given you. Your life consists of 2 things now. Before you got shot and after you got shot. Whatever you was doing before you got shot, maybe you need to be thinking about changing that. Now, after you got shot, you get to rebuild yourself. Tell your friends, hey, man, I ain't that no more. I got shot. I saw the light. I don't want to die. I'm finna do something different. And go get a job. I'll help you. Like I said, anybody that listens to this podcast and hear anything that strikes your nerve and you want to get up with Mr. Wilder, please give me a call at 269-370-8032. Come give us a call. Peace Doing War, GVI Group Violence Intervention. We out here, y'all. Come up to Urban Alliance at the building on Stockbridge and Mills and come see us and let us help you get your lives in order. That's what we do. Yeah, we still got time on our podcast, so I'm glad you was here with me to sit with me and see how long this take and how patient we can be. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing it for the first time, sometimes you'll feel rushed, you'll feel urged, but as you do it a couple of times, you'll understand that being relaxed and letting it flow, and we'll have another guest, and we're gonna talk about lots of different things. I'm gonna bring my daughter Egypt Trinity on here. She's gonna talk about trading. She do foreign exchange trade. It's a very, very powerful thing that we don't know about. I don't fully understand it, but she's been teaching me and talking to me about it. And people make money. Like if you go to Africa, you got to turn in your American money and turn it into African money. And then when you stay in Africa for about a week, when you come back and get your money back, you might get more money back than you had turned in. Yeah, and you don't have to go to Africa to do that. You could be right here from your living room. Foreign trading.
Oh yeah, she called.
Yeah.
Called.
Foreign trade, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really dope. So I'm gonna bring her on. Egypt Trinity. I named her that because I wanted her to see her name on the globe and feel important. Egypt and Trinity for the Father, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, and God. You know, I wanted her to feel powerful. So when she go on stage and do her poetry, her name Egypt Trinity. They think it's a stage name, but that's really her real name. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we're gonna have a lot of positive people on the show. And you think about that, you know what I'm saying? And just know that we're gonna touch a lot of people, you know. And I'm just wanting to do something different in our community, in our city, you know what I'm saying? Something that ain't never been done. We got enough negative rap music, you know what I'm saying? We want some positive music, you know. I'm tired of people rapping about killing, you know, because it's teaching our youngsters the wrong message, you know.
Most definitely.
I used to be a rapper like that, so, you know, so I understand it, you know, and it is fun, I understand it, and if you can make money from it, I understand it, but we still should double back and come back and say, hey, that's just music, it's entertainment, it's not reality.
Right.
Don't go out and get a switch and a glick and a Glock and go let off 100 rounds. Don't do that.
Cause some of the young fellas that I've seen in my life, my nephews, that you know how they are.
Yeah.
They say they listen to the rap, drill music, crazy music, and they get off of a pill or whatever, and make them feel like they want to go do what they're listening to. And if they are beefing with somebody or have a problem, they will go do what the music is telling them to do.
That's right.
So,
and then they'll wake up in the morning charged with murder that they don't even remember doing.
Don't remember doing it.
They'll be saying, no, I didn't.
They vaguely remember something, but not actually being crazy as they thought they was. Because then they realize they're not that crazy.
But then they done it in front of witnesses that's coming to court. So
most definitely.
Now it's too late. You know what I'm saying? I want to grab my people before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Let's not wait till it's too late. They be calling me, Mr. Wilder, would you come to court with me and tell the judge, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, man. I was trying to get you before you was seeing the judge, man. Now that you're in front of the judge, I really can't help you, bro. Unless you've been really by my side, I'm going to come to court and say something. But if I've been saying, hey, come see me, and you ain't listen, and now you knocked, I can't come. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I got to let that happen. It's somebody else that's going to take that baton. Maybe somebody that mentor you from prison or something. I don't know. But out here, I'm responsible for out here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to build me a team of people that, I have built me a team actually, you know what I'm saying? My team, we very powerful, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it can still continue to grow.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I want more people, more younger people to come down to Urban Alliance and just let us know if y'all got any ideas of what y'all want to do to try to bring peace to the city of Kalamazoo. And if we can make an example in the city of Kalamazoo and bring our murder rate down, that'll make the whole country look at Kalamazoo and say, what is they doing in Kalamazoo? How have they brought their gun violence down so low? We'll never get rid of gun violence. As long as guns exist, humans gonna shoot people with them. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. You know what I'm saying? So I know that we'll never stop gun violence, but slowing it down, I think we can do that.
Most definitely.
That is my goal. That's what I'm working on.
I agree.
Slowing it down, you know what I'm saying? Getting caught with guns, shooting guns, killing, getting shot, all of that. We gotta let people know. I think we gotta go down to like the fourth graders and the fifth graders and start talking gun violence.
Right then and there, stopping them right now.
Don't wait till they 16, 17, because then they might be etched in already, be too late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you start at 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, letting them know that guns are bad, no guns, only for protection. We'll throw the protection part in when they get older.
Right.
But as they shorties, we want to tell them no guns, no guns. You know, I got people that won't buy their kids guns for Christmas and stuff like that. I used to be like, man, you want to buy that kids cowboy guns, some cap guns, you know. And I'm still back and forth on that. I'm not exactly sure, but I do understand the gist of not buying your children guns and not buying them violent video games like Call of Duty and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Watching bodies drop, you know what I'm saying? Because they can't decipher between reality and the game. They subconsciously, they think they want to see a body drop because they seeing it on Call of Duty. Then they do it. A body drop. They get caught. Ain't no reset.
Right.
Ain't no reset button.
Right. They definitely get used to shooting and killing.
Yeah,
they
man.
get hype about it, too.
They get hype about it, man.
Yep.
I got some guys that's enemies that if they see each other, they're going to shoot each other. But yet they play Call of Duty against each other online and be talking to each other. Like, yeah, when I see you, I'm going to blow you like this. You see me just knock your head off? Yeah, I'm going to do that when I see you. I said, y'all play the game against each other and then really be ready to shoot each other?
And don't even know they're telling on themselves. Excuse me.
That's right, telling on themselves. Oh, my God, this social media, they on Facebook pointing guns at each other. I work with the police closely. They show me they got Facebook police that sit there and just watch y'all all day. That's what they do. They watch the Facebook. When somebody get killed right now in Kalamazoo, they get shot, one of the first things the detectives do is pull up their Facebook and look at it because they're going to show who they've been beefing with. You know what I'm saying?
And show mostly all their friends.
All their guns. They be on there like this with guns, and then they be laying there dead with that same gun. And the police be seeing it like, I should have caught him with that gun. He'd be alive. He'd be in jail, but he'd be alive. We didn't catch him with that gun. Now he laying there dead with that gun, you know. So it's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to do something about this gun violence, man, you know. We working on it, though. Definitely working on it. So, you know, if anybody listening to this podcast, you know, if y'all heard the whole thing or if y'all heard snippets of it, I hope y'all heard something that touched you on the inside and make you think about, you know, doing better with your life, making better decisions. If you got a little brother or a little cousin or a nephew that you know is out there playing with guns, give Michael Wilder a call at 269-370-8032. Give me a call. I will come and talk to that young man and at least give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? If he don't listen to me, you know, hey, that's how it goes. But I'm never going to turn my back and give up on them. They all need a chance. And if he don't listen to me, I got Doug Parker right here. He might listen to him. I got Mike Monroe. He might listen to him. I got Eugenio Harris. He might listen to him. I got Alejandro Rodriguez. He might listen to him. All my guys, you know what I'm saying? We do this work. Get at us. Come down to Urban Alliance. Y'all can find us. And we'll help y'all try our best to save y'all loved ones from the streets. That's the plan.
Yes. Let me see. Something else.
It was something else I wanted to talk about. I had thought about last night, just going back and forth in my mind. I think, you know, to me, in life, everybody is a yet. Everybody is a yet. It's up to us what kind of yet we want to be in life. Like, you can be ain't got killed yet, or you can be ain't got promoted yet, ain't got hired yet, ain't got fired yet, ain't graduated yet, ain't dropped out yet. It's up to us what kind of yet we want to be in life. Right now, I ain't figured it out yet, but I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? You trying, we all trying. So let's all be strong yets in our community, you know. That's how I be feeling about stuff like that, you know. I was, something I wanted to say, I can't think of it right now, but it's okay. That's one thing I love about this thing. You don't got to rush it, you know what I'm saying? We'll write it down, we'll pick it up on the next pod, you know what I'm saying? And put that ism out there in the air, you know what I'm saying? Put that smoke out there, you know?
Yeah, we just basically creating a path for younger people and older people to follow suit, so being positive. And if everybody see that we pushing positivity and gun violence, put the guns down, back us up and help us push. And we're going to keep working. Thank y'all. Doug Parker.
GVI, Group Violence Intervention, Peace Doing War. We at it.